Hala! Oh, the humidity and frizzy hair. Hey Capricorn, it's MJ from Also Love TV. Happy to be here with you guys, doing our July 2023 readings. Patreons get first access ad-free before I publicize it to the public. So feel free to check that out. I'm still fine-tuning it. I intend to offer some yoga video, like just intuitively guided shares from a place of love. Insight, intuitive insights, and all that jazz. Anyway, I'm happy to be here. Love you guys loads. Divine guidance and loving clarity is my intention with tarot. Divine guidance, loving clarity. I'm always working with 7 different decks. The majority of my decks at this point now have been gifted by friends like you and clients. So all through that guided sense of how to assist people in this wild life. Always trust your own intuition, okay? The cards really, to me, ought to be reflective of stuff where we know or can kind of sense already. But if it doesn't resonate, just don't take it. Wow. Honestly, this to me looks like some of you might be getting married. Sort of like there's definitely the energy of some sort of super high vibratory celebration. There's a 4 of Wands with the Sun and a Lover's energy. There's also the Hierophant, which is making me think of like the lovers come together, sunshine, mega celebration in a marriage. But the Hierophant's reversed. You will get clarity, but there's also giving me this sense of moving. Maybe there's this celebration and you move house or you move. Let's get some clarity. Okay, yeah, because I was sort of thinking, like, some of you could have had this happy honeymoon period, and then there's a new beginning. And the sun, and there's this sort of regeneration going on, rebirth cycle, where you're, like, wanting to leap into this commitment for some of you. Okay, look at it on the other timeline where I'm like, oh, okay, so this could be actually meeting somebody, falling in love. This is the best thing ever. One of you or both of you move to then have the wedding or engagement or something, and you're both sort of leaping into this new beginning. There's a very high vibratory spiritual connection. It does get a sense of speed, that it could happen really fast. And the other thing is that you meet, you fall in love, you move in together, the keys exchange. So that's often what I see when the Hierophant's reverse, is that there's a focal point on the keys, not looking for external validation or seeking that marriage just yet, but there is a serious commitment here, right? And the Fool makes me think that some people might think it's a bit foolish what you're doing, rushing into this. Let's get some more clarity here. Either way, there's a lot of power. There's a lot of yellow, lightness, the sun, the lover. The sun and the lovers is a dominant energetic theme here. Hala, sun and sunflowers and baby. Hence, like, we're riding off in the sunset together. So as you jump into this new beginning, I mean, it feels light. Clearly, it feels jovial and light. It feels love-oriented. And then, honestly, this card is often a honeymoon or union, or these two people come together. They reflect there's celebration, marriage, proposal, right? So there ain't nothing wrong about this reading, right? It's just also the Fool. There's always sort of different elements, right? There could be a sense of rushing in, the Fool's rush in, right? Like those expressions, they usually come from somewhere. So 3 of Wands, that's a travel card. When it's reversed, I'm thinking of inner journeying. and the end of a cycle, the Ten of Swords, moving to calmer waters. I'm actually, I'm getting a sense of relief with these clarifying cards, because I kind of suspect that part of the high, shiny, celebratory energy is also a true recognition of healing or releasing or dying to these wounds of the past, pains, betrayals of the past, that sort of thing, right? So it looks like there's going to be kind of a big shift, whether or not, I mean, this on another level could really be a personal thing, that you're going through a rebirth, that you're having this sense of, yay, finally the sun shines again. I'm not in this energy anymore. I'm hala, like taking these new beginnings with a promise. I often think of like a sense of promise. Riding off with the sun on your back, going where, I'm not sure, but feeling good in the process. And that's so much part of manifestation, right? Enjoying the journey, feeling good in the process. There just might be a moment before jumping into a marriage or that sort of union that you take a moment to reflect. That's the only, I would say, caution or like biofeedback of that Fool energy, right? There's other decks that, like, there's one deck in particular I'm thinking of that has the Fool. I believe it's like a girl going off, stepping onto this new path that looks like a flower, but then it's like, if you see the whole image, the flower is attached to like the tail of a crocodile or something, right? It's like that, the wolf in sheep's clothing, and the things that often can trip up the Fool. So being inwardly connected and reflective is almost always a good thing before taking that leap or that next step, right? Waiting sometimes for that true spark of inspiration, knowing that darkness often surrounds the light, okay? So it just looks like there's a lot of new beginning and new foundations being built. So this is all really positive, Capricorn. There's a sort of energetic come down after all those spicy cards of marriage and celebration. Another layer. So these two cards, Ace Pentacle reverse with that. This, I feel, is communication of another potential offer. I think that's why that Three of Wands reverse was there, maybe. Just take your time before jumping into anything super, super quick. Especially before signing contracts or legal sort of stuff. Defo, yeah. And then make the decision and then move forward, right? There's that sense of wisdom now with the Hierophant there, okay? But for some of you, there could be this offer of, or communication of Ace of Pentacle. Whether or not you take it, I'm not sure, because Ace of Pentacles reverse. So, you're moving in this trajectory, you're moving forward, you're enjoying, then you're not sure, there could be doubt, and then you get communication, and you're like, oh, there's this other option. So, and again, whether it's work, creative, spiritual, right? Like there could be sort of spiritual, defo, black egg. There could be spiritual activations coming through for you as well, especially with the Sun, the Lovers, the Hierophant, that Fool. There's this new bright energy that's, I would dare say for you, Capricorn, especially with the Pluto transit, like a new lease on life, a new sense of yourself, right? Having gone through that Pluto, cycle, as it were. Some of you might want that Ace of Pentacles as well. This is a bullseye for some of you. Some of you might be feeling a little rebellious with regards to the working situation or even societal norms. For some of you, there's this reflection on like what weighs you down, what chains you down, what makes you feel free, and how to move towards that sense of freedom. So there's recognition here as well. For some reason, I'm getting, like, this is probably for a select few of you, but a little bit of a leadership role could be coming in for you. There's like recognition here, and that could be within your communities. That could be, this is also, the recognition comes through your sort of pioneering ambition as well. And, or like the work you've done to break free from certain restraints, right? And so you're shining, you're leading other people possibly into that threshold, I'm hearing. So all this light energy, I feel, is really lining you up. I feel like a lot of you have done some significant shadow work, integrated a lot, are coming back into a sense of balance, strength. Again, that pioneering, Capricorn is a cardinal energy. They like to start things, and Capricorn is it's the earth cardinal, right? So it's like, it's really grounded and pretty practical. So there's this sense of at this stage with the Fool, with the Sun, with the Lovers, the Hierophant, there is an integrated wisdom, and there will continue to be as long as you stay aligned. And I kind of get that sense from Agape of like getting back into some of your spiritual practices like meditation, prayer, journaling, right? Whatever it might be. Definitely that was that, yeah, yoga practice, stuff like that, right? For some of you, you might be working in the night. I'm just getting one more divine guidance. Yeah. Oh, there's something about the depth here. There's something about, it's like all this lightness coming in is so beautiful and wonderful. And yet there's this wisdom. There's this maturity, maybe. The whale, right? Like there's this depth of wisdom that's being integrated as you move forward. And I think maybe, if this is super resonant, it's got a lot to do with the fact that sometimes these big, exciting new energies can also stir up a lot of fear, or simply get us excited, and then we start making decisions in that excitement, and that doesn't necessarily serve us either. So that whole essence of taking, like, knowing your neutral space, knowing your space of presence, knowing that space of stillness, especially when we've been through a lot of this sort of thing, there is a continual reintegration aspect of the healing process that allows us to trust ourselves again, that allows us to trust life again, because the healing has made us more whole rather than kept us fractured, i.e. in grievance, in pain, in stories that are things that happened in the past that were painful. Yes, that's why this card came up, because it's not, we don't forget that those scars along the back or the spine or the heart, they're there for wisdom. They're there to amplify our human experience, but that comes through the healing process. It comes through self-love. It comes through a higher or broader or bigger container of wisdom that supports human life on earth, right? So that healing process is truly what's helping us move forward. Yes, you might feel like, oh no, am I being a fool again, making these leaps? No, there's communication. There will be ups and downs, but there's more love, more depth with the Three of Wands reversed, more depth within that love, right? Whether it's you, whether it's a creative project, whether it's an engagement, whether it's marriage, right? There's definitely these new beginnings, and I feel like you're going to be spoiled for choice. Pardon me. I feel like you're going to, possibly get lots of different offers from places, which might make you feel like, whoa, I've got to hang back and suss out which one is really for me, which path do I really want, which relation do I really want, which, sky's the limit. The whole kind of canvas is open for you at this stage, and there's a depth of wisdom, there's a mental clarity that you're moving yourself to. So I think knowing Pluto's been transiting the sign of Capricorn, anyone with placements in Capricorn will have been feeling that supremely, and all of that is ushering in a sort of greater lightness. I also think there's a sense with these two, there is some, I would say it kind of loops round, but maybe for all the signs, but Capricorn is one sign, maybe like Virgo as well. I'm sure there's other signs, but Capricorn in particular, like ease up, have some fun. Because Capricorn can be known as a bit of a workhorse, right? Like, because there's something inherent in the diligence of climbing the mountain, right? So, so lighten up, go take another leap, enjoy the sun on your back, right? Like what harm will it do? None. It's only going to bring in more opportunities. It's and I'm getting this message from the whale energy of like, it's only going to let you love yourself more, enjoy your work more, and then show up better for the work that you do. So you can look at it as a work, like a project where you're like, okay, work project, put in the fun in the schedule, put the fun in the schedule. It's really pioneering energy here. So let me know if that resonates for you, Capricorn, and have a great month of July. I look forward to seeing you guys next time. Take care. Peace out.